And what do you think you're doing?
Nothing. I was just gonna check.
I thought I told you to stay downstairs.
But Ethan and Shay have seen them.
Ethan and Shay carried them. It's not the same thing, Angela.
But it's all they're talking about. About Osiris and the woods and...
And I'll be having a talk with them about that, too.
But Dagna...
Do we or do we not have a tavern full of patrons downstairs?
We do.
Then I think you already know the answer. You know better than anyone that we need to be careful, and that this isn't a game. We have no idea what or who we're dealing with. And Dr. Forger said it's likely to be a while until they wake up.
Yeah.
Besides, I need you downstairs. We're expecting a visit from Yvain tonight, and you know what that means. So what do you say? Keep an eye on things there till I'm done?
Yeah, all right. But if they are awake...
Go! I swear sometimes that girl... By the gods, you're awake? No, don't move. Not yet. You'll hurt your self. Easy. You're okay. Just lie back down. No one's gonna hurt you here. You moved too quickly. Probably pulled your stitching. The doctor said you'd be uncomfortable and most likely in pain when you finally woke up. Although I thought that wouldn't be for a while longer. You can relax. You're at the Widow's Watch Tavern in Turin, just this side of the McDowell Woods. Honestly, I'd be a bit more surprised if you had. We're not the kind of town people write home about. More of a stop on the way to more interesting places. Now, just stay still for a second. Well, feels like your fever's broken. That's a good sign. Oh, you were in a much worse state when you were brought in. Cut up, bruised, that wound in your side. I was hoping you'd be able to shed some light on that. Our local huntsman found you unconscious and bleeding at the edge of the woods 2 days ago. Thankfully, you were still alive. He brought you to us knowing we usually have an open bed. Well, Dr. Forger healed you as best they could, but even the best trained healers can only do so much before they need time to rest. They managed to fix everything but the wound on your side. Speaking of which, I was coming up to clean and redress it for you. Let me help you sit up. The sooner we get this done, the sooner I can get some food into you. You must be starving. Gods only know how long you were in those woods. All right, you ready? Brace yourself. Easy. There you go. Again, I'm not surprised. You're going to be sore for a while. In order to access the wound, I'm going to need to lift your tunic a bit. Are you all right with that? Thank you. No, you're correct. These aren't your clothes. I'm afraid the clothing you arrived in was in a much worse state than you were. The doctor changed you once they finished treating you. Oh, no, you don't need to worry about them. Your things are safe and sound in a locked drawer in my office. However, right now I do need to look at that wound. I don't see any blood on the bandages. It's only been a couple of days, but old Doc Forger was very specific about what it would look like if it got infected. I don't think you really want to know. It wasn't a particularly pleasant description, but it doesn't look like something you'll need to worry about. Just give me a moment to salve and rebandage it. And there you go. Not quite good as new, but an improvement to be sure. Hungry? Thought so. After 2 days you should be. Here, try this. Oh, nothing special. Just some broth. I brought it up in case you had woken. Figured something light on the stomach, since we aren't sure the last time you ate. If you can hold it down and want something more hearty, let me know. We'll get you something from the kitchens. So, what's your name? I'm Dagna. I run this place. Nice to meet you. You probably wish it were under different circumstances, though. I will say your arrival's given people something to talk about. It's the most interesting thing to happen around here in a while. Arriving beaten up, unconscious, and injured from the woods of all places? No question about it. These last few days, the regulars have been taking bets on what you were doing out there. We all avoid the woods whenever possible. Why? The same reason as everyone else. The MacLeod has a deadly reputation, and for a very good reason. It's dangerous, full of territorial animals and changing terrain. People who stumble in unprepared tend not to stumble back out. No, I wish I was kidding. The first rule for safe return is to not go in the first place. The second is, if you absolutely have to go in, then you go in with more than just yourself. It's easy to get lost in there if you don't know what you're doing. In your case, well, the priests would say Zaya smiled upon you and lit your path. But given your injuries and what I've heard, I think you, my friend, got very, very lucky. This could have easily ended with another vanishing within the MacLeod. I'm glad it didn't, and that Osias found you. If you don't mind my asking, what were you doing out there? Well, those who do venture into the woods generally fall into one of 4 categories. There's the hunters, the gatherers, the scavengers, and the idiots. Yes, I said the idiots. It's not just me. Anyone in Ethos will tell you the same. Well, from the looks of what you were found with, or rather, without, the category you're close to falling into is the latter. Well, no equipment, no rations, no sleeping skin. You don't have the bearing of a soldier. That being said, either you are an idiot, or you're not from around here. Which begs the question, just what were you doing in the woods? Running. Running from what? Okay, slow down. You're not making any sense. Let me see if I follow. So you appeared out of nowhere, right? There was a lot of fighting, and someone attacked you? Didn't attack you, but pulled a dagger on you. All right, go on. And started asking you questions about what you were doing there. Sounds familiar. Which you couldn't answer. And then spells started flying. Sounds like you wandered right into the middle of a skirmish. Appeared in the middle. Right. If they were fighting, the skirmish was probably the Duke's forces finding a resistance sect. The woman with the dagger mentioned the Duke? She said her name was what? Emerald. The Emerald? As in the resistance leader, whose face is on wanted posters from here to Whitland Emerald? So a leader of the resistance got you out of a skirmish between her people and Lady Meredith. Damn it. She's a cold-hearted bitch who rarely takes prisoners. Knowing the way or not, you were right to run. It likely saved your life. If she thought you were part of the resistance, there's really no telling. To be honest, after what happened in Emming, I don't think any of us know anymore. When lines like that are crossed, it makes people question what they know, it makes people fear. But the important thing is that you're here, that you're safe. You look like you're about to fall over. The doctor warned me you wouldn't be up for much when you finally woke. Combination healing takes a lot out of a person. And my questions probably haven't helped matters. I just have one more, and then I promise I'll let you get some rest. It's just, if you're not from around here, then where's home? Is there someone I can contact on your behalf? They must be worrying about you. I'm sorry. I'm not familiar. Where is that? No. I have never heard of that place. I'm assuming it isn't in Talay? Uh-huh. Right. Dr. Forger said you hadn't suffered a concussion, but now I'm worrying you did hit your head. No, your fever's still gone. Because you're telling me you're from a different world, which is impossible. The only place I've ever heard of such things are in legends. Algae aren't real. They're made up. Huh? Oh, nothing. Just something I forgot I have to do later. It'll be fine. As for you, you need to rest. The doctor will come in the morning to check on you themselves. Can you lie yourself down, or would you like help? All right. Then I will take that bowl and check on you myself in a few hours. What's that? A pendant? A crystal on a chain that you were told not to lose. No, I don't remember seeing one with the rest of your things, but I'll take another look. You're welcome. Now get some sleep. The sooner you're better, the sooner you'll be up and about again. Rest well, and welcome to the Widow's Watch.